All right. Hey. We are live once again. I don't even know what number I'm on. 29 or 30? Doesn't really matter, does it? Cool hands-on topic today. I was in a Facebook group, a chat with some folks about subdomains on Squarespace. And it surprised me how many people didn't know you could even change the default subdomain. And let's just get into it. I also have a good AI segment and a good struggle bus segment today. So stick around, like and subscribe, follow, comment, call me crazy, whatever you want. So the subdomain that Squarespace issues when you create a new account, and I'm going to go through the whole process right here live, create a whole new site, show you exactly how to do it and how fast it is. So the subdomain that Squarespace assigns for each account is random. It's like armadillo trousers 678, and it's silly, it's fun, but it's not branded enough. Certainly for someone who is a service provider and trying to create an environment of a professional deliverable for customers and clients. So it's the first thing I do. So let me share my screen and I'll show you exactly how I do it. This won't take long. So you're going to see my account.squarespace.com account page here. Oops, that's not it. That is my notes. That is my notes. Let's go back to default. The notes for the show aren't real helpful because you've already heard half of it. All right, so here you see we're going to create a new site, create a site, and I'm a Circle member, so I have this really cool blank template. And even more cool is as a gold Circle member, I get 180-day trials or something like that. So I'm going to start with this design, and you're going to see we got Ladybug Lychee ypep.squarespace.com, which if it's just me and I'm running a solo thing, it may not matter. Nobody really sees this domain anyway. But if you're delivering to a client, it's really nice to deliver something that is professional. It is specific to them and their brand, and it's thorough, right? It makes them feel like it's theirs. So, and this is ridiculously easy to do. So 2 ways you can do this, all right? You can hit the / and type in domain, and go down to domains and hit domains, and it will take us right to that panel. The other way to get there, close that out, is this gear icon in the bottom of the left nav, and hit domains and email, domains, and we're now back in the exact same place we were after I had hit /. So if I click on this Ladybug subdomain and do TBA. This is real. I don't want tab. I want TBA. I doubt this is available. Oh, it is. So I just registered. No, it's not. Okay, cool. So Tucker Biz. How's that? Sometimes you have to hyphenate. Sometimes you have to take some liberties with the name, but anything branded will work here. And now this is forever, as long as I keep it this way, tuckerbiz.squarespace.com. And I'm going to launch a new website here in the next 2 weeks, maybe a week. You won't be able to see it. It actually has a domain. So this is how you create a subdomain. This is the very first thing. Now I would go in and start building out the brand, right? By hitting the paintbrush and uploading the logos and the favicons and start building out this website and this theme. So anyway, 4 minutes in and you already know how to do it. If you were not already aware, now you know. It's ridiculously easy. Totally profesh. It's just like, what did that take us? A whole minute, and I explained it as we went. It's way faster when I do it on my own. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. Leave a comment, call me Cray, whatever you got to do. It's all good. That's the Squarespace segment for today's live. Anybody in here? Nope. Good. It's just me and you. Just me and you. Another comment I came across this week, and I kind of wanted to not so much rant on this, but, you know, I've talked about this subject from an AI perspective on a couple of podcasts recently, and I think I linked to them at waynepelletier.com if you want to give those a listen. And local AI and contextual AI are not the same. So I use GetKnown a lot. I'm enjoying it. It's a massive tool. It's a big lift to get it set up, but once it's running, it's been pretty great. Lots of people are enjoying some of the new features inside of ChatGPT that allow for more contextual responses. It's doing a better job of remembering your queries and your prompts. And Claude still does it really well inside of projects. And I'm sure that they're going to expand contextualization soon. All of that happens in individual threads. Every single one of those instances is only working with what we give it. And GetKnown connecting to Zapier as a new feature recently. And they're not alone. Zapier is launching a ton of AI features recently. I think they email me weekly with new AI this, new AI assistant that, and love seeing the progress on that front. But we can't unleash it on our hard drives yet. We're not even close. All of these apps are only contextualizing or dealing, interacting, archiving, learning from the things we share. We still control the narrative and the context, at least all of the inputs. The challenge we have with localization, and why I think we're a ways away, and this might be a little bit of pontificating, but it came up in conversation where, it's just going to be on our desktops, and I don't know if it's going to be Dropbox or Grammarly or Google or whomever is going to really make that happen. No, we're not there. Here's the problem is, if your hard drive is anything like my hard drive, 80% of it is trash. It's full of archive files, versions, version 2, version 3, version 4 of some Word document or Pages document or Sketch or Photoshop. Like, there's so many old files. How many files do you have called Final 2? Probably dozens, maybe more. And none of that stuff is accurate in compared to what actually was shared with clients or published or used to collaborate with other people. So if a large percentage of our hard drives is not relevant or current documentation, the change that needs to happen is to our workflow. How we are productive, how we use a computer, and what we think about saving and archiving in general. So if you were a trash collector or a hoarder or whatever you want to call it, and you have had a history of saving every single version of every single document ever because you just don't know when you're going to need it, boy, is this going to be a tough transition. How we work and what we decide to save is going to need a dramatic shift if we're going to be successful with contextual, localized AI. So it's something to chew on. It's something to think on. I'm not saying I have all the answers. I already have transitioned largely out of using folders and files on my computer and saving them locally. I work mostly inside of Apple Notes and Trello. and they'll hold any kind of file that I want to hold. It's not necessarily better, but it does help prevent challenges with version control and deep archiving of rubbish. I have entire backup hard drives, some with disks that still spin, in drawers and folders here around the office and cubbies that I rarely have to pull out, maybe once a year. Now, that stuff I have to decide, how am I archiving that? How are we keeping it? Is it worth keeping? Probably not. Probably not. And that is going to be a change. And I'm not a hoarder. I'm Mr. Delete all kinds of things all the time, because I've never thought it was difficult to recreate something. But not everybody feels that way. So it'll be interesting to see how we're able to leverage localized AI and start using deeper integration with the desktop. Like I said, Dropbox, Grammarly, Google, even Granola, the AI note-taking app, and others, right? Audio Hijack and other things that we're going to use for translations. What do we do with all those files now if they're not applied to high-level contextual inputs? Where is that line drawn? Is it a hard line? Is it a checkbox we hit with things that doesn't exist yet? I don't know, dude. I'm just saying that it's not. We're not ready. I'm not ready. So, and I feel like I'm pretty much an early adopter of things. So it'll be interesting to see. So I want to struggle bus. I think we're going to have a shorter episode today. That's pretty cool. Interesting. Because it was a light topic. It was a bit of a how-to at the top, right? So I'm really incredibly, supremely busy. So some new clients, customers recently, some slow payers, so lots of admin work there, and some other new subscribers to the service. Sold a few courses and realized that I need to make updates to the course. I've got a new digital product that is about to launch that is honestly it's a B level priority because of nothing comes before making sure existing customers are happy. So other things can hit the back burner. But being this busy, I know, good problems to have. It does put pressure on operations and how I operationalize tasks and requests, and where do I draw a line as to what hits when. And my system, and I've showed the system here in earlier videos, is really tight. It's mature. The process for delivery is extremely mature and tight. So I don't think those things are a problem. If anything, I need to lean into them with more discipline and draw harder boundaries and create more non-negotiables for my time blocking, and my perfect week model. I've talked about that on here too. I think that there's a lot of opportunity for me right now to see what is putting pressure and how can I systemize that. It's like the first thought I have. So I'm struggling with it. I woke up at about 2:45 this morning like, oh shit, I totally need to get that done this morning. Like, not now, not at 2:45 in the morning, but like early when I do get after it this morning. And I did. And one of them I just did. One of the things that was stressing me out was creating that new Squarespace account. We just did that together. Me and you, we just did that together. 4 minutes into the video, done. Not even a big task. But when you get 50 of those little things that pile up throughout the day and they're just collecting in my inbox in Trello, my inbox column, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I start thinking about, okay, let's rethink priorities. And it made me think, this struggle bus segment, and I didn't put it in my notes, but I meant to, but I was about to hit the live button, go live button here in Ecamm. I thought, I should probably re-listen to Eat That Frog, or at least remind myself, go back to my notes from the audiobook Eat That Frog, where it's about doing the biggest, ugliest task earliest in the day. Get that behind you, and after that, the day is gravy. That's a overgeneralization and probably not terribly accurate summary of the book, but that's the way I think about it. So, sorry, author, I forget your name. Damn it, I forgot his name. Anyway, thank you for watching. That's all I've got. If you have any questions, oh, you know what? I'll put a link to it. Funny. So I mentioned at the top that Facebook group chat about the subdomains. So in my comment, I said, you should create a subdomain like clientname.squarespace.com. And on a whim, after leaving the chat and leaving the Facebook app, I wondered, is that subdomain even taken? What's there? So I typed in clientname.squarespace.com and nothing came up. So I did exactly what I just did at the beginning of this video and created a Squarespace account on a trial for free and changed the subdomain to clientname.squarespace.com, and now I own it. And if you go there, it's just a paragraph or two of me saying you should probably totally change your client subdomain, your Squarespace account subdomain for your clients. I haven't decided if I'm going to pay for it and create permanence there. It's a 180-day trial. 180-day trial. I have a few months to think about it, I suppose. I don't know what Squarespace would think about it. I hope they would think it's funny and kitschy. I don't know. It was done out of love. I have nothing but love for the Squarespace team. They have done nothing but treat me right. So any feedback they have on that, I'm open to it. But in general, it's just fun. It's absolutely the first thing you can do or should do when you create an account. So do it. And if you want to go to clientname.squarespace.com and see that page, maybe I don't know if I should link to it in the video description because that could outdate and I don't want a broken link in my description. But something to think on. Anyway, like, subscribe, follow, do the thing where you leave a comment and tell me I'm crazy or awesome or whatever. Either way, I'm fine. And I will see you Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, right here. Same bat time, same bat channel, and new topic. Should be fun. I am grateful for you. Talk to you later. Bye.